So I want you to do a little thought experiment for me. I want you to picture, for just a moment, your least favorite food in the entire world. And I'm not talking about a food that, like, you'll eat if it's available, but you don't really like it. I mean a food you absolutely despise. For me, that would be cottage cheese. I hate cottage cheese. I hate the smell of it. I hate the texture. I hate the taste. I hate all of it, right? Just picture it in your mind. The food that, like, makes you sick to think about when you think about eating it. Now what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you never have to eat that food. There's never a financial reason. If you're starving, there's always another option for you to grab. There are alternatives to that food. You have full control, full choice, no extenuating circumstances to eat that food. And yet, you go out of your way every single day to consume that food and then about it to the rest of the world. In fact, you go up to the person who makes that food and you tell them how much you hate that food. Every single day of your life, you eat it, you turn to the person who made it, and you go, "F you, person who made it, you suck, I hate you." Does that not sound insane to you? So over on this channel, I don't have a lot of subscribers and I also don't get a lot of views, but on my gaming channel, Kaiser the Gamer, I do get a lot of views. I, for a long time, have been making Dead by Daylight content, and very, very soon I will be branching off into variety. Dead by Daylight will still be a part of the content on that channel, but it's not going to be the main part of the content on that channel because I have just come to a point where I really just can't take the community anymore and the game's been frustrating me and things like that. So as time has gone on, I have garnered a decent following. I'm not going to say a sizable one. I haven't hit 10,000 subscribers yet, but if you like gaming content, you should definitely go sub to it so I can hit 10,000. But yeah, I have a pretty decent following over there, and every video that gets uploaded over there gets between 1.7 to 3,000-ish views, give or take. And so every single day I get hate comments from people. That's just the nature of the internet. You know, you get people who don't like what you have to say or don't like what they think that you said or whatever the case may be, right? But there's a few people who consistently comment on that channel who every comment of theirs is how much they hate my content. I mean, it's a constant thing. Like nearly every video, they have to come to the video. They have to tell me how much they don't like the content. One particular person bizarrely was like, "I don't know why I'm constantly getting your videos when I unsubscribed months ago." But like, they comment on nearly every video. Sometimes like consistently, like they'll go through like the comment section and just reply to everyone, and they'll come back to the video to constantly revisit it and constantly comment on it. That's why you're getting my videos, you dumb. But it's fascinating to me. Like, I'm not even mad at these people. Like, I talked a lot about in one of my more recent videos on that channel how I have depression and anxiety, and sometimes negative comments hold a lot more power than most, right? Like sometimes I'm gonna be real with you guys. Well, try not to drop my microphone. I'm gonna be real with you guys here. Sometimes I'll get like a certain like amount of hate comments like back to back. There'll be like 4 or 5 of them that'll be like, "You're so annoying. I hate you. I can't stand you." And I'm like, I might as well just fucking kill myself, right? But it's one of those things where like, whenever I get comments that are people are talking about how much they hate my content and they hate me and they can't stand me and all this stuff, and I sit back and I'm like, why do you watch it then? And I know this isn't unique to me, right? I know this isn't a unique point to me. I know this is something that a lot of people out there seem to do. I have witnessed many people talk about how every time they watch a certain creator, or every time they engage with a certain creator, it's always the worst content they've ever seen. And I'm just wondering, like, do you guys know you don't have to engage with content you don't like? Do you understand that, like, hate watching is a weird fucking thing to do and that you don't have to do it? I'll give you a great example. If we bring it to the DBD community, right, just in the Dead by Daylight community, there are like 4 or 5 major creators that I can't stand. I don't like them. I don't find them entertaining. I don't find them amusing. I find them annoying. I don't watch them. I don't watch them. I don't interact with them. I don't watch their videos. I don't do anything. I'm just like, wow, I don't like that person. And I just move on. And there's like 3 dots you can click on YouTube where you could just go down and just click not interested in this channel, and it won't show you videos from that channel anymore. But like, you have to actually not go to that channel from now on. And it's just, it's so weird to me. Like, if we go back to my analogy in the beginning, why would you constantly engage in something you hate, something you have disdain for, and then turn to the creator of that thing and tell them how much you hate and have disdain for it? It doesn't make sense to me. And there's a massive difference between providing criticisms or providing ways that you think something can be improved and constantly talking about how much you hate people's content. And that's what these people do. They go out of their way to constantly, and it's the same people. I can see your profile picture. I can see your name. I know that you're the same person. It's the same people over and over again. And it's just really weird. Like, I've never been in a position of disliking someone so much that I keep tabs on what they're doing, right? Like, I don't see the point in that. I don't see the purpose in that. Do you guys know who DSP is? If you're not aware, DSP is, or Dark Side Phil, is this really cringe weirdo who basically squanders all of his money and then begs for more and is just a generally unlikable person. I was watching a documentary on DSP, the June the King documentary, which is a great documentary, by the way, and he ended up talking about a group of people called the Sons of Kojima, who were a group of people that were literally dedicated to hating DSP and like doing things like doxing him and swatting him and all this other stuff. And I had to stop and wonder, like, how do you dislike someone that much? Like, there are people in this world I hate from like the bottom of my heart. I can't stand, right? Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Jeffrey Bezos, Charlie Kirk, Matt Walsh, right? Like, people I just genuinely hate. I could not imagine dedicating that much time to these people. I could not imagine joining or forming a group of other people who hate these people so that I could go out of my way to like create problems for these people, right? Because they do it well enough on their own. They say stupid shit all the time. But like, that's actually a great example, right? I don't like Charlie Kirk. I don't like Ben Shapiro. I don't like Matt Walsh. You could even say, I hate these people. And yet I don't go watch their videos every day. I don't go to their channels and see what they have to say because I know I'm not gonna fucking like it. But if we bring it to the less extreme, right? We bring it out of the realm of the bigots and everything. There is a couple of creators that I find very annoying. I don't enjoy their content at all. Why would I go watch it? Like, why? I can't, like, I'm trying to think to myself, like, why would you ever like go out of your way to make somebody else miserable because you don't like their content? Do you understand how chronically online you have to be to constantly be that loud negative person in someone's comment section because you don't take well to their opinions or their voice or their looks, for God's sakes? It's the same thing with being a fat person, right? Fat people will tell you, people on the internet all the time have just this weird compulsion to tell you that you're fat and that they think you're unattractive. Like, what does that do for you? What does that accomplish for you? And I sit there and I think about this and I wonder, and I was like, am I even gonna make this video, right? Like, does this seem like I'm like letting all of it bother me or something like that? But no, I feel like on this channel, you know, the Kaiser the Comedian channel, while I do try to make jokes that, y'all, I am the comedian, I also want to do commentary as well. That's why I have a social commentary list, and I'll try to give you guys jokes when I can, but like, for things like this, is just something that I want to voice, something that I want to get out there. What is the point of hate watching people? What is the point of being this like terrible to somebody that like you just genuinely you don't like the content, you don't like what they say, you don't like their voice or whatever, and you make it one of your goals in life to go out of your way to let them know that you don't like them? Like, how does that help you in any way? What does that do for you as a person? Because realistically speaking, I could not imagine doing that. I have real problems. I have real shit I have to take care of. I'm a content creator. I have a, you know, some people wouldn't call it a real job, but like I need to write, I need to record, I need to edit, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for the channel to make it look better. I'm honing my skills, I'm organizing files, I'm working like all the time. Like, I don't have time for this. Do you have time for this? Even when I'm relaxing, when I'm sitting down at the end of the day and, you know, I'm done with all my work and I'm like, all right, time for me to like get in some leisurely time. My first thought is not, let me go check on that person I don't like. My first thought is, let me read a book, or let me play my favorite video game, watch my favorite creators. You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing. Watch your favorite creators, man. Watch the people you actually enjoy. Like, life is too short for you to be willfully engaging in shit that makes you miserable. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.